On Friday, America's United Nations Ambassador Linda Thomas-Greenfield criticized the Russian government for calling a meeting at the UN Security Council and then using it to spread disinformation about purported American bioweapon labs in Ukraine. Take a look inside the meeting from C-SPAN.
Russia asked the Security Council for today's meeting for the sole purpose of lying and spreading disinformation, and that is exactly what you have heard from the Russian PR this morning. You also heard from Ms. Nakamitsu that the UN is not aware of any biological or chemical weapons programs in Ukraine. Last month, Secretary Blinken laid out with tragic accuracy what Russia was about to do. He specifically warned that Russia would manufacture a pretext for attack and even cautioned that Russia would fabricate allegations about chemical or biological weapons to justify its own violent attacks against the Ukrainian people. Today, the world is watching Russia do exactly what we warned it would. Russia is attempting to use the Security Council to legitimize disinformation and deceive people to justify President Putin's war of choice against the Ukrainian people. And China, too, has been spreading disinformation in support of Russia's outrageous claims. I will say this once. Ukraine does not have a biological weapons program. There are no Ukrainian biological weapons laboratories supported by the United States, not near Russia's border or anywhere. So here are the facts. Ukraine owns and operates its own public health laboratory infrastructure. These facilities make it possible to detect and diagnose diseases like COVID-19, which benefit us all. The United States has assisted Ukraine to do this safely and securely. This is work that has been done proudly, clearly, and out in the open. This work has everything to do with protecting the health of people. It has absolutely nothing to do with biological weapons. In fact, it is Russia that has long maintained a biological weapon program in violation of international law. It is Russia that has a well-documented history of using chemical weapons. It is Russia who is the aggressor here.
Russia had requested the council meeting to address its allegations of U.S. biological activities in Ukraine, a charge made without any evidence and denied by both Washington and Kiev. Britain's UN Ambassador Barbara Woodward called the allegations utter nonsense and said Russia is sinking to new depths today, but the council must not get dragged down with it. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky commented on Putin's allegations late Thursday, saying, "That worries me very much because we have often been convinced that if you want to know Russia's plans, they are what Russia accuses others of. No chemical or any other weapon of mass destruction has been developed on my land. The whole world knows this," he said. Pentagon Press Secretary John Kirby called the Russian claim a bunch of malarkey, and Olivia Dalton, spokesperson for the U.S. mission to the United Nations, said Russia has a well-documented history of using chemical weapons and has long maintained a biological weapons program in violation of international law, as well as a track record of falsely accusing the West of very violations that Russia itself is perpetrating. The United States for months has warned about Russian false flag operations to create a pretext for the invasion, which began February 24th. The White House and other experts warned that Russia might seek to create a pretense for further escalating the two-week-old conflict that has seen the Russian offensive slowed but not stopped by stronger than expected Ukrainian defenders. Thank you for watching. Please be sure to visit us at rawstory.com, and if you'd like to see more of the Raw Report, please like and subscribe, and join others who like their news raw too.